Hey there, I'm Dicebag, and this is my solo campaign for Crytures, a monster collecting tabletop RPG I'm working on. Last time, we left off in the middle of a fight. Another pack of Slop Eyes and Slugoops have returned to their lair and engaged the party. They've taken some casualties, but not before knocking out one of the party's own creatures. And now the last two assailants move in to surround the group's warrior, Kristoff. And now it's his turn. It might be a good idea to have him just focus on keeping everybody alive between his feats, his abilities. So let's see. He can use Second Wind as a minor action and a Rallying Cry as his major action. And between that, he should be able to both restore his health and Arbo's health. So we're going to have him... Oof. Here's the problem, though. Rallying Cry is a ranged attack. Or ranged ability, rather. So he can't really use it in melee unless he wants to take a hit. And he does not want to take a hit. So we're going to go ahead and Second Wind here. Knock off one more stamina for him. And slap 8 more health back onto his total. And then he's going to whip out the Great Axe and start hacking away. Let's see. We better go for the Slop Eye just because he's going to be easier to take down. Kristoff might be taking a second injury here if the other thing has a good roll. And let's see, the Slop Eye's deflection is 6. Roll 3, 5, 2, 8, 5, 7, 4. Only 2 hits. Does deal 4 damage per hit though, so 8 damage. And now it's the big boy. And what's the AI say about him? Let's see, he's got the boxer class. Kristoff is over half health. So that means uppercut. Just like the other guy. Kristoff is taking all the jabs and the haymakers here. And he is softened, so that means he attacks against him get +1. And we roll 2, 5, 9, 4, 4, 2, 3. So that's only 2 hits, thankfully. -6, but he does get an extra stack of softened on top of that one. So that further reduces his defenses for the next time around. Erwin is not too happy about the way the fight is going. He's a little scared. He's gonna go ahead and back away next to Justin over here, just in case they need to hightail it out and kind of make a choke point. And then he's gonna go ahead and keep blasting away with his orb at the Slop Eye over there. Let's see, we got 2, 10, 1, 6, 2, 9, 8. And Slop Eye's evasion is 5. So we roll 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits. 15 damage. You know what? I was worried that human characters might actually be too powerful, but they're actually not dealing a ton of damage. So I think it's kind of balancing out. They're definitely not wanting to get in there more deep than they have to. Alright. Justin's up Does he want to step back even more? Probably. He's gonna go ahead and keep backing away. But he'll continue blasting with his rod at that slop eye, trying to take it down. Oof. 7156. He only gets 4 dice. He's not much of a fighter. But that is, for a slop eye, 3 hits still. Only at 2 damage per hit, though. Alright. Torkish, though. Torkish doesn't really want to be up in melee. He's also out of mana, so he can't fire up. That means he's gonna blast a flare at that slop eye and hope it takes him down. He's double empowered, so he gets +2 to all his dice. And we're shooting for a 5. That means 3 or higher hits. 2, 8, 4, 3, 9, 2, 3, and 6. Alright, that's quite a few hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits. 3 damage per hit. What's that, 18? 18 damage? He's almost down. He's almost down. And that means Arbo might be able to come in here and finish him off. I was, for a second, thinking that we should try and use a binding crystal on him, but we've already got a stash of eggs over here, so it's not like they're missing out on a creature or anything. So Arbo is coming in. He's going to hit and run like usual. Ooh. Yeah, that's enough. 9, 8, 3, 7, 9, 3, 8. And he gets the weakness bonus. That guy's down. And it's a good thing too, because he was coming right up. Alright, now we can focus fire on the big guy. Actually, I should have been making morale checks, shouldn't I? I kept forgetting about that. They might not even have stayed this long after taking a casualty or two. Anyways, let's see. Do we want a second wind again? He's only got 1 stamina left. I think we should hold off and just keep hacking away with the great axe. He's not rolling too well, though. What is Slugoop's deflection? 7? Higher than the Slop Eyes, obviously. We roll 7, 3, 7, 2, 2, 8, 5. So, 3 hits, 4 damage per hit. That's a 12. He is also going to shift. Alright. And that means Boxer here. Actually, he shouldn't have shifted. Oh well. He's gonna move over here. He prioritizes the things with the lowest health. So let's see, what does the Boxer class say about this? If he's at half health or left, he does Flurry of Fists. He does not have Flurry of Fists, so that means Jab Cross, just his regular attack. That's still going to be a lot of dice. Let's see, what is Arbo's... Arbo does not resist any of this. He's got deflection 6. He rolls 7, 6, 6, 9, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 4. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 hits? 5 hits? That's definitely enough to take Arbo down. Sorry, Arbo. You're dead. You're dead, son. Shame. Let's see. Whose was that? That was Irwin's, right? Yeah. Arbo's up to 3 enmity again. So that's not cool. That is, however, the end of his turn. And Irwin... That was his creature getting taken out. So that means he can actually get to summon another one without spending anything. So we're going to go ahead and say... I forget how I was ruling it before, if it was a major action or a minor action. We're going to go ahead and try it with a major action, so that's basically going to eat up his turn. Well, he'll go ahead and move out this way, so he has a clear shot. Alright. Justin, he is going to keep blasting with the rod here. It's not much else he can do in a fight. Let's see, 8-3, 8-5. And what is his evasion sluggoop here? Evasion is 6. Okay, so he only scores 2 hits. Not much damage. 4 damage. 4 damage. Alright. Let's hope Torkish has better luck here. Torkish is gonna blast him with the flare. Okay. We're shooting for 6. He has a +2, so that means we need 4 to hit. We roll 8, 10, 8, 1, 3, 7, 6, 1. So... that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits. Not bad, not bad. And there's a crit. Okay, so 6 hits times 3, that's 18 damage. And he is wounded. Alright, so he is caught on fire. And you know what? I am going to need to check exactly what the statuses do. I think it deals damage equal to like 1/10 of his health. But I'm gonna look it up real quick here. Alright. Combat should be down at the bottom. Wounded. Takes damage at the end of its turn equal to 1/10 of its maximum health, rounded down. Alright. So that's going to be very helpful because he has a lot of health and it's going to be hard to chew through it all anyways, so... yeah. Good job, Torkish. Finally. Finally we get something right. Torkish is kind of a powerhouse. A glass cannon, if you will. Arbo's next, but he's down. Then the Slop Eyes and Kristoff was hoping he could get a flank, but that does not seem to be on the menu. Let's see. He's not going to be able to get away far enough to waste an action on the guy, so he's going to just go ahead and engage and start hacking at him. Ooh, that's some good numbers. Now we're shooting for 7. We got 5, 8, 9, 8, 8, 2, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits at 4 damage per hit. So that's a good 20 damage. Kristoff charges in desperation and starts slashing and hacking as best he can, and slime goes flying. He's not down yet, but the thing's screaming, "Ugh!" It's mad. You know what? It should be making a morale check right now, because that is its turn. Let's see. It is strong. It's like a danger 3, so it has to roll 3 or 7. It has to roll 7 on a die on a 1d10. he's probably not. He fails. Alright. Outnumbered, he does not want to be here. So he's going to run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And that means Kristoff gets an opportunity attack from this direction. Maybe he should have ran away the other way, but eh. Let's see. Kristoff, make your attack. Let's see. He misses every hit. Every die. Every die he misses. 1, 4, 5, 6, 6, 2, 1. He's kind of surprised by it, I guess. He's surprised. Like, oh, it's getting away. Oh, the fight's over. But anyways, it still has another move, so it's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right at the entrance. I think they're just gonna let it be for the most part, unless it's still got quite a bit of health. I don't think we want to deal with chasing it down. We're just gonna let him go, I think. We're gonna let him go and lick our wounds. Because holy hell. For being outnumbered, we really got hit pretty hard. And, well, you know what? That is the nature. That is how it's supposed to be. Even regular old, not super difficult encounters are supposed to deal casualties. That's why we don't have people just dying at 0 hit points, because you're gonna hit 0 hit points a lot. So yeah, another battle fought and victorious, and more enmity racked up. Not much reward for it though. They didn't have a nest with gemstone veins in this time around. So, sucks to be them, I guess. Nonetheless, well, I guess we're gonna take a break here, and we'll come back after I get everything dealt with. Okay, so we're back from that last fight. Everybody's kind of refreshed. They've taken a break. They've had some water. They've done their meditations to heal their creatures back up. Kristoff has no stamina left. Arbo and Cheapy have 3 enmity. And we got 2 rooms left to explore. It's getting a little tight. This is when the decision making starts to get a little rough. So far, this hasn't been super rewarding considering the size of the thing, which is kind of a shame. I'm going to have to fix that in my random tables, because we should probably be finding a lot more interesting stuff. But right now, it's just glowing crystals, exploding crystals, and slopes and drop-offs, and that's pretty much it. And a few slop eyes. We got one gemstone vein, which I was expecting a little more than that. So were the rest of these guys. That's why they're here, is the gemstone veins. But anyways, so we're going to kind of go into this next couple rooms with as much caution as possible. We are going to have Cheapy on stand, or not Cheapy, Psykid on standby. He's not going to be summoned immediately. But as soon as a fight breaks out, we're going to summon Psykid right away and have a deal with these things, because I should have been doing that the entire last fight, but I forgot. Kristoff is going to try and avoid melee. He's going to be sticking to his crossbow as much as possible. So, let's get in here and see what we have in this next one. Now, I am going to be adding 1 to my encounter rolls, because they did have to backtrack here. But let's see. first we need to see exactly what is in this room anyways. So let's roll on my tables. 9. 9, so that's a big room. That's a big room. A blast 4. We might not even have room, considering how tightly packed this is, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. Let's get on GM layer here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is like right up against that. Yeah, we definitely don't have room. We might have to add like an extra space to the corridors. Because we're almost there. We've almost got like one more space. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go like so. 2, 3, 4. We got a big room. See, this would overlap here. So let's go ahead and make an executive decision that it does in fact and let's do it like so. We'll just squish it in there. Oh. That's something I'm gonna have to deal with. How to generate things when the rooms collide. But for now, we'll just wing it. Anyways, that's the room size. We got 4 features next. So first one is 2. That's rare sub-creatures. And let's see. We will go ahead and just mark the features down and then decide what exactly they are. Then we've got a 3. That's glowing crystals. A 1, that's more rare sub-creatures. And then a 6. A 6 is a gemstone vein. Ah, finally, we got some actual treasure. Okay, that's 6. That means the next roll is a 5. And it gets a +1, so it makes a 6 for the encounter roll. That is, fortunately, not an encounter for us. You know what? I was complaining before that I wasn't rolling any encounters and it was boring, but then I rolled an encounter and it was like... We'll take it. We'll take a gemstone vein with glowing crystals and rare sub-creatures. We're gonna have to come back to that specific room and harvest everything there, but until then we have to find out what's in this other room, because we don't want to go in there right now until we make sure that there ain't gonna be no problems coming from this direction. So let's go ahead and roll this next room. New cave. Ooh. A size 2? Number 2? Okay, so there's a tunnel. Basically just a dead-end tunnel. Alright, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Like so, just a big long tunnel, and it has 2 things in it. Oh. It's a double 10. It's a double 10, you know what that means? It means it opens up into the deep maw again. maybe that's another thing I should rethink. How often... Maybe I need to set some rules on how the Deep Maw can be accessed. Because we got three exits into the next subterranean region here. And I was not prepared to really take a team down there at all. But that's what you find at the end of that tunnel. That means there's like 3 entrances into the subterranean realm here. Interesting. We're definitely gonna have to send a team back to like explore that, because that's kind of a major thing. But I don't have all the stuff for the Deep Maw written up, so that's gonna be something we do later. For now, the main problem we're gonna have is that might mean creatures can come from like 3 different directions to refill the dungeon, and I was hoping we could clear it out and not have to deal with anything while we mine the gemstone and harvest the sub creatures. But that might be a pipe dream. Yeah. So let's see. We're gonna have to you know what? There wasn't a whole lot going on. We might just have to take a break and head back to camp while I deal with some of the bookkeeping and decide what to do next. Alright, so the team has retreated from the cave and come back to camp at this point. Now I made a few rolls off screen and had them do a little bit of bookkeeping. So I'll just recap that right now. First of all, they harvested some of the sub-creatures they found when they were in there. So they picked up, let's see, 6 Helldream candies, 6 Plant Resistance candies, 5 Drellips. And that was all the sub-creatures they got. So they got some little crystals, magic crystals that they can suck on for bonuses. Well, Helldream candy is more of a poison, but it has an effect after all. And then, of course, Drellips are kind of a tool plant, more like a fungus, really. But yeah, they got a few extra things that they can work with now. Let's see, they also took the slop eye eggs from the nest that they found. There were only 3, so there's no extras. They each took 1 for themselves. And of course, they've bound those to some of their binding crystals. So they will hatch those when they are in safety during their downtime, because that's going to take a while. They also picked up a ton of creature essence from all those creatures that they defeated. So that means that their creatures get to pig out on that, and when you get to eat creature essence, the creatures get stronger. So each of their main creatures have gained a couple of class levels. I think each of them have picked up a new level and then added a second level to one of their other ones. So they're a little bit stronger than when they went in, and that'll be good for them. Let's see, other than that, what have they found? So while they were in there, they found a couple of gemstone veins. The first one was an emerald vein, which I think is the most valuable one they could find, basically. They also found a vein of plant and fairy hybrid shards, which are used for crafting. Those have plant and fairy essence infused in them, which of course happens to be the main types of this region that they're dealing with. So yeah. Oh yeah, they've also got a hybrid lump, which is a type of sub-creature, which is basically like a meat slug. It's just a little thing that crawls around and, grazes. And of course, it's good to eat. But this is a specific one that's been exposed to creature essence. It is a combination of earth and psionic, so that's something they can harvest for themselves and, you know, take the meat back and the hides and, you know, make something out of it or, you know, sell it off, whatever. So they came out pretty good. The thing is, they're going to have to actually work to extract the gemstones from the veins, and that's going to be kind of the next thing they will be doing. But they're a little tired right now. They just went through their whole adventure clearing out the cave system here in order to find everything. And Kristoff over here is like straight up out of stamina completely. So he definitely needs to take a rest. So they're just gonna head back to camp and, you know, start up the fire, cook some food, and then have a rest and pick up where they left off tomorrow. So that means we're gonna have to make some rolls to see how all that goes. They actually brought quite a bit of food with them. Probably more than they really needed, but, you know, better safe than sorry. They should have brought more water, though. They only got 4 water left. And we haven't found a water source, so, I know we're probably going to have somebody go out and look for it soon. Maybe even tomorrow. You know what? They might need to procure it, like, right away. Let's see. What should we do about that exactly? You know what? One of the creatures can probably go do that while they're mining. Or maybe one of them. They only have 2 mining picks, so only 2 of them are going to be actively mining. Maybe we'll send Justin out to go find some water. And then we'll have the creatures kind of stand guard. So that'll be a little bit interesting to deal with. But until then, let's see how this whole cooking the food thing goes. Let's see, we're gonna knock off 3 food and 3 water for our meal. And let's see. We'll have Erwin do the cooking. Of course, we don't need to worry about making a campfire or anything. We got Torkish. It can start fires no matter what. It's pretty good. Now let's see. Erwin rolls 6, 10, 7, 3. Let's see. A difficulty of 7 and a complexity of 1 per party member. So, yeah, 10 counts for double and a 7. So he has no problem cooking stuff up. It makes a nice meal that's not food poisoned or anything. And they get to chow down. And I made up some rules specifically for keeping watch during a rest in the outdoors. So basically it just means like anybody who's keeping watch just loses 1 of their mana from not having a full night's sleep. They had to be watchful for part of it. I figured that would be best. It would be better than using stamina because, you know, generally they're not gonna be super active, wearing themselves out. I figured it was more mental fatigue that would be appropriate. So let's see. We should go ahead and roll for an encounter, though. So let's see that. Let's see. What kind of biome are we in here? What this looks like? Open woods, probably. You know what? It's not here. Need to check in the tokens. What is that? Yeah, that's open woods. Okay. So they're in the open woods at their camp. That means we're running on that one there. Let's just give her a... You know what? Let's roll 6d10. A 10. Guess what a 10 is? That's a creature encounter. Yeah, they've got an encounter in the middle of the night. Luckily, they have their watch, so they're not surprised. One of them, the guy on watch, wakes them up. They're still not in great shape. But dude hears some rustling in the bushes and wakes everybody up. And what do they find? A 2 is the next roll. A gum pillar. Oh, no, wait. This is night. Nighttime is peepoys. We haven't fought those yet. I haven't really dealt with them. Let's see. Next one is 2. Hostility 2. And let's see. Danger is 8. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up the episode here. Thanks for watching, and since you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But most importantly, leave me some feedback in the comments. The game is still in development, so I'd like to hear what people think. And if you want to see more, I've got all these sessions on a playlist that you can watch back to back. There's also a bunch of links in the description for other places that you can find creatures. So, until next time, farewell, conjurers, and may you walk the waking dream.